Yay, we did it! We're live!
Hey.
Okay. So, here is what happens. I need you to ignore the map. Everybody ignore the map for a bit, okay? The map is not real. For right now. We find Sigmond, River, and Kee Nye standing in a room with a fountain. They've opened a door that has been crackling with electricity. Thunderous sounds coming from behind the door. Upon opening the door, there is a giant Tyrannosaurus Rex in the middle of the room. It's at this moment that you three hear a sort of whoosh, whoosh. And as you look behind you, standing there are Meinhard and Handsome Dave. At this point as well, all of you hear a voice. But you also hear this. It's at this point in time you hear a voice say, "Welcome everybody to another episode of Hallister's Game." Last week, what happened to our Team Excelsior?
We went on a game show for a little while, I think. And Sigmund's just like looking around at the ceiling, trying to figure out where the sound's coming from.
Yes, that's right. The game show called Hallister's Game. What else happened?
We had to impress the crowd, and then we were teleported to this place where there's like a jungle mansion.
River, what happened after that?
Well, so we got to a gate, and there was a puzzle, and we found a snail, and well, then I turned into a snail, and then I went. Kee Nye put me in the keyhole as a snail, and it made it open, and then we went in the gate. And then, we found a mural about the bartender. And, what are your feelings about the bartender, Hallister?
I'm not Hallister.
Oh, right.
He sounds like he's crazy. He sounds like I don't sound that way.
You're right. I thought maybe it was one of those, like, voice distorter machines.
Oh, no, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. Kee Nye, what happened after that?
Well, we met a box, and inside the box was a spider person with a spider-faced person. And but this time they did not kill anyone's mom. Instead, they just got a hug and left. Maybe I wasn't really paying attention. I think that's all that happened. And then there was a lion, and River made lion friends with it.
I was about to say, who hugged them? And then I was like, oh, I think I was the one who hugged them, I guess.
Yeah.
It was a grapple.
A grapple.
A really low-rolled grapple.
It's at this point in time that all of you notice, behind you in the doorway, there is a statue. It's carved in gray stone that appears to be in the head of a demon with horns coming off of it, and it's where its wide open mouth is. There is a polished black onyx sort of screen that sits there. You see on it that the number 7 is there. The number then at this point goes to 8. And at that point, you hear coming over as well. And then, Handsome Dave, what happened after that?
None of this sounds familiar to me. I don't know if I was on this show.
That's absolutely correct! Anyway, what will happen to our heroes today? Tune in as the excitement commences! And at this point in time, the music stops. And all of you, looking into the room ahead, you see a large Tyrannosaurus Rex, but its scales, or not scale. What do Tyrannosaurus Rex have? Feathers?
I think we don't really know, right?
Oh, I don't know.
It has all. It has scaled feathers. Standing in front of you, it has it's like green skinned. It has just this wide open mouth with the sharp teeth, and out of it, you see there's like the teeth are just rotten and yellow, and it lets out this giant roar. And I need everybody actually Meinhard and Handsome Dave, give me a quick perception check. Nice. You're too thrown off by this is too much. This is too much.
Yeah, so the last thing Handsome Dave remembers is like some weird shared dream.
Yeah.
Does he still have that pillow?
You absolutely have that pillow.
He puts it in his bag.
14. Meinhard, you notice at the feet of this Tyrannosaurus Rex are 4 hooves, goat hooves with white fur, but there is no goat attached to these hooves, only a top of like a tibia hanging off the top of these 4 hooves. And you see there's viscera spattered along the walls in the room. The Tyrannosaurus turns and looks at you, and it lets out this gigantic roar, and it goes boom, step forward, boom, step forward, and it starts coming right at you. I need everybody to roll initiative.
Sorry, I clicked it twice.
Oh, I have very unfortunate news. I can't find my dice box. No. Well, looks like I gotta use and roll 20 today. Oh, that makes me sad. Okay. Can you guys see this roll? Okay.
Oh.
What roll?
Perfect. Okay. Let's start. Meinhard, what'd you get?
He's talking to somebody
Oh.
in his apartment.
Handsome Dave, what'd you get?
I got 22.
22. Sigmond, what'd you get?
12.
12. River, what'd you get?
8.
8. Kee Nye, what'd you get?
Also 12.
12. Excellent. And Meinhard, you have 4.
My art is in such a state of agitation at being thrown in the midst of these lights that I have to deal with again, with some gigantic lizard coming after me, that I have no idea what I'm going to do.
Excellent. Handsome Dave, you are up first. Kee Nye, you're on deck.
Okay, so should we use this map or not?
Now, use the map. We're in.
Okay. So I think that he looks stuck in that room. Would I feel like he could bust out of that room if we didn't go into it?
Give me a investigation. Give me a wisdom-based check.
Visual calculus.
Yeah, wisdom-based. Let's see what we got. Yeah, just do investigation for now, unless you think something else would be better.
13.
13. You're not quite sure. But this thing is gaining speed pretty quick. And I mean, you can find out.
Hey, I'll run towards it then.
Okay.
Just swords out, just screaming.
Perfect.
A battle cry.
Love it.
Ah! And
Love
I'll go to this side. And I'll make my attacks.
Perfect. Do it.
This one's a 20.
20. That hits. 26
That was a 26.
hits. Great rolls. Yeah, roll damage on those. 11. Nice.
And 6.
17 points total. Very cool. So you don't know what's going on, but you see this thing and you're gonna run at it.
Yeah, I run straight at it. I stab it twice. And then for my bonus action, I'll attack one more time. This time with the cursed longsword that's stuck in my hand that I can't get rid of.
I forgot about that.
That's right.
17?
17. 17 hits. Yeah, does. Roll damage.
That's one-handed. So
Are you sure it's one-handed?
8. Stuck in one hand. Okay.
Excellent. Okay. 8 points
My
of
turn.
damage. Very cool. Next up, you see this Tyrannosaurus lets out like a roar as you stab into it, and its giant mouth just turns, and all you see are rows of teeth all the way back. You can't even see its eyes, and it just opens up, and it's going to try to chomp down on you. Let's see how this goes. That is a 16 to hit. Hits. Okay. You take 8 points of piercing damage from the bite. And I need you to make a strength saving throw. 18. So you feel as these jaws start clenching down around you as you're like, and the mouth just engulfs you, either side of the mouth, top and bottom on either side of you, and your arms just boom go out as you hold this mouth. You can feel its crushing weight pressing on you, but you're able to hold it and keep the mouth of this Tyrannosaurus Rex open from entirely eating you. Very cool. Kee Nye, you are up.
Okay, I would like to get the drop on this guy being around the corner. Should I make a stealth check?
Yeah, just do a quick stealth check. I'll tell you what happens.
Ooh.
10. That's fine. I'll roll with it. I'll roll with disadvantage as well because he's yeah, he doesn't look like he's seen you. He's so focused on handsome Dave. It doesn't look like he's even looking anywhere else.
Okay, so I'll just peek around the corner and fire off an
Perfect.
arrow.
With advantage. Is that crit?
Nope.
The heck? Why is...
Just 27 to hit.
What's the one on the right?
That's my advantage. I rolled a 27 and a 26.
Yeah, 27 definitely hits. Roll.
Great.
Roll damage. Roll sneak attack. 20
So
damage.
that's 20
Nice.
damage.
Well done. So you arrow flies through the air and you just hit like right in its like ear hole, and it like lets out this screech of pain.
And then I will move back and kind of duck behind the fountain.
Very nice. As you
Great,
make
little bit of room.
As you make your way backwards, you look at the screen, and the number now reads 9. Wonderful. Sigmond, you are up.
Okay. I'm gonna need you to end your fascination with ear holes. I'm getting tired of imaging an ear hole on all kinds of these creatures. I will run 1, 2,
River, you're on deck.
3. Can I stand right here? 4?
Yeah,
Is that
you got
right
it. That's
in
perfect.
his space?
That's perfect.
And I will take a big old swing at him.
Do it.
15.
15, unfortunately, does not hit. You're
Swing
so
it again.
distracted by the ear hole, you don't hit him.
It has an arrow coming out of it, right?
Yeah.
I definitely am like, oh.
Literally an arrow pointing right at the ear.
Gross.
Beautiful.
Why doesn't it have, like, the ear part? And then I'm going to swing at it again. I think that's a natural 1.
Oh, a nat 1. Yeah, okay. Cool. Let's do this. I want you to narrate what a nat 1 looks like for Sigmond here.
My sword turns itself off.
Oh, nice.
The sunblade like sputters out kind of because I've lost my holy focus or whatever.
Curse you ear holes. Making us roll
Gross.
nat 1s. Excellent.
I think that's everything.
Perfect. All right, let's go to River. Meinhard, you're on deck.
All right. River is still in the form of a lioness, and she's gonna do a rawr, and charge and pounce. He's gonna run up here, whoop, 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 and like kind of jump on top of Sigmond, and like use Sigmund's shoulders as like a platform, and just like come up here and try to bite his neck. So
yeah. Okay, here's what I'll say. You can do that. Like, if you just want to do that for flavor, go for it. But if you want to do... I'll let you roll with advantage if you want to make an athletics check. DC, we'll say 12. And if you succeed, you'll get advantage on this attack.
cool.
But if you don't, you'll get disadvantage.
So the lion does have pack tactics. The lion has advantage on attack rolls against a creature if another one of my allies is within 5
Oh
feet.
shoot! Never mind. Just do it. That is awesome.
Okay.
Yes.
Cool. All right. So claw attack. Oh, sorry. That was. Oh gosh, is that?
I can't see. What is it?
Okay, it was
Oh,
a
there it is.
7. I'm gonna do it again for advantage.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, I can click this one. I think.
There we go. That hits.
Okay. So I think that's 6 slashing damage.
Very nice. Okay, takes the 6 damage.
And so part of the pounce, so I did a pounce, and if the lion moves at least 20 feet straight towards a creature and then hits it with its claw attack on the same turn, that target must succeed on a DC 13 strength saving throw.
Ah, awesome. What happens if they don't?
Knocked prone.
Knocked prone?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh. I rolled a 12.
Ooh!
Oh.
You just tackled a T-Rex.
Hey, you gotta give me the narrative.
All right.
You just freaking lion jumped off somebody's shoulders and tackled a Tyrannosaurus Rex. I need you to tell me how that looks.
Well,
Yeah.
the first thing that happens is Sigmond misses completely and his sword sputters out and he just goes limp in front of it.
Oh, so maybe you
And then
bend-
you
maybe
you
like-
do whatever you're gonna do after that.
Yeah,
Maybe you're
Sigmund's
like-
bending over,
Yes.
like scrambling for his sword.
Yes.
And then River just, leaps on top of Sigmund and takes off and just grabs, with all the momentum of a large lion, just claws the neck and tackles it. And maybe the T-Rex was a little off balance, but in any case, I got it on the ground and it's prone. I got a bonus attack now, and it's a bite.
Nice.
And I think it's still advantage.
Pack tactics.
So I'm gonna roll that to hit again. So it's an 18 to hit.
18 hits.
All right. 8 piercing damage in the neck.
Very nice. You see as you tackle this thing, just incredible. Incredible turn. You see,
That was really cool.
so cool. Just incredible. You see where the mouth was. Handsome Dave just kind of as you tackle it, it's almost like giving it the Heimlich maneuver as it hits the ground, and Handsome Dave just kind of poo, spews out of his mouth as well.
I like Spoots better.
Spoots
Spoots out of his mouth.
Spoots right out of his mouth. I'm really sad because my Roll20 isn't showing your guys' rolls on the stream, but it shows on my GM portion, so whatever.
I wonder if I can change that.
I'm gonna try to I'm gonna reload the whole page. Anyway, awesome turn, amazing, absolutely incredible. So it's at this point in time, Meinhard, you are up.
River, where in the world did that come from? We could have used a little of that in our last adventure together.
Also, I
Meinhard.
gotta ask one question. Ben, how does Meinhard know that it's you as a lion?
Ooh. Well, I got a big old blue. I'm blue. I'm a blue lion.
You're a blue lion.
Blue
Excellent.
lion.
Excellent. Love it.
And I will assume if I'm seeing Sigmund that is River hanging around.
Perfect. Great.
Meinhard is moving into the doorway and looking to see if there's a part of that T-Rex that he can cast a bonfire on without hitting anybody else. Is there a 5-foot square of some part of it?
You could hit his tail.
Okay, I mean I see a square from here.
Yeah,
The
you
back.
could do it. You can hit the backside, the tail, and singe, because it would do the same amount of damage. It wouldn't negate damage at all. If that's what you're trying to do, is get the most damage, for sure.
Yeah,
You can do it.
exactly.
Absolutely.
So I'm gonna create a bonfire under him. I assume he's prone, right? That's what he
Yeah.
said. So I'm gonna hit him there. As prone, it's a dex save for him, so I assume he would be.
I
at
assume he
disadvantage.
Oh, disadvantage. That makes sense. I was gonna say I assume he fails, but I guess disadvantage makes more sense.
Yeah, so I'm creating a bonfire
That's
Right.
a hot 10 coming in.
Yeah,
The
right
rolls
here.
the rolls are good tonight.
Okay, see, he definitely fails on
Yeah.
his thing. So yeah, he takes 2d8.
2d8. Excellent. Roll that.
There. Oh, 5. Woohoo!
That's what's the average? Average would be 8, I guess. Yeah, no, that's unfortunate. 9.
That's a Meinhard special right there.
Is that your action or is that a bonus action? I forget.
That's an action for create bonfire cantrip.
Very nice. Any movement or bonus action that you want to take?
I'm just going to stay right here where I can make an escape if I need to.
Wonderful. Did you just
I'm gonna
disappear off the map?
He just
Yeah.
scooted
I
up.
did
There you
click
go.
and suddenly the click stuck, so then it followed my mouse.
I just
So
wasn't sure if you could still see your character.
I found him. He's all good.
Awesome. Very cool. Okay. What happens next is Handsome Dave, River, and Sigmond. You look at this T-Rex and it is just, it's bleeding at this point. It's bleeding out, like it's looking really hurt, and its eye is kind of like just looking around like it's trying to fight, you know? And at this point, you all feel a rumble begin to happen. It starts soft and it grows and grows and grows. And you see a purple head pops out from the wall. And you see, let's actually, everybody, you three, no, let's do everybody. How many of you have seen a dragon before in your lives?
My art has never seen a dragon.
Yeah, I don't think Sigmund's seen a dragon before.
No.
I think Key has probably seen one or two from far off, just in the air,
Yeah.
but certainly never met a dragon.
That makes sense.
Yeah, Handsome Dave has not either. I think he kept lookout for a dragon turtle eventually, but never did see one. Feared one while on the seas.
So you see as this, some of you recognizing what it is, but the first thing that hits you, it's almost like a kaleidoscope effect gets cast around the room. Purple and blue like light bounces and hits off this dragon and goes all along the wall, creating like sparkles and shining things all over. You see that it has like a frill around its neck, and the frill looks like it looks like when it's up like it is right now, it's like solid purple polished stone. But you see for a minute it concaves and bends and like flaps down and then comes back up and ripples up. And you see the face turns and looks at all of you and says, "Oh good, it looks like you've already weakened my dinner for me." And begins to walk towards and just goes down, like it sees the fire, like the bonfire that's there in front, and it just like, it looks and it goes, "Oh, even better, you've cooked it for me." And it bites down on the tail, and in one bite, like a piece of spaghetti, rips it off, gets it in its mouth, and slurps the tail into its mouth. It looks at
The
all of
whole
you.
T-Rex gone now?
No, just the tail. He just like a lizard tail getting cut off.
Uh-huh.
And it just slurps it into its mouth. And it says, I wonder how all of you will taste as dessert. And that will be it. Handsome Dave, you are up. Kee Nye, you're on deck.
Okay, is this a passageway that I'm seeing just a teeny bit of?
Yeah, let me open up these rooms. So you look into these rooms. In the room on the right, the one, are you looking at both or the one closest to you?
The closer,
Yes.
the closer one.
On the closer one, you look in and you see a golden skull on a pedestal. And the rest of the room is just like pillars surrounding this golden skull. And written on the walls, kind of in graffiti, are just the words ha 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 all around the walls.
Okay. Handsome Dave is going to, as a bonus action, disengage.
Nice.
I think I can do that. Yes. Nimble escape. And then I think, yeah, so he will still attack, but he's planning on running away.
Nice.
So he figures out where to go first. And then he'll swing with his rapier.
Okay, go for it.
Here's the first attack. Crit.
Oh, wow.
Yeah!
Handsome Dave's
Cool, man.
rises to the occasion. He is clutch under pressure. Oh, wow. 14 total?
14.
Wow, well done.
Second attack.
Nice.
24.
It hits.
12 damage.
That's almost as good as your crit roll.
I know, right? And then, yeah, he's going to... What's it called? He's going to use his action surge for one more attack.
Yes, nice.
Nice. 23.
It hits.
8 piercing damage.
8 points. Well done. Good turn. That's a lot of damage. That's 30 points.
then-
30 points of damage right there.
Oh, add 5. He's going to use Fury of the Small. Because he's bigger than me.
Nice.
So just in this Goblin Fury, I'll stab him with my rapier
Nice.
3 times. Really quickly. Stab, stab, stab. And then run away. To
Very
like this
cool.
corner.
Awesome. Well done. Great turn. Kee Nye, you're up. Sigmond, you're on deck.
Okay, so Key will duck behind this fountain here and try to do a little sneaky.
21. Yeah, it doesn't look like... It looks like... Actually, it's a dragon. I gotta roll. You feel pretty well hidden. You feel pretty well out of view. The
So
dragon
I'm
is-
shooting past a couple friends, so I think that's going to be +2 to the dragon's AC.
Yeah,
but
we'll say
I'm gonna
50%
take
cover.
another shot.
Nice, go for it.
Is
18 and
19 enough?
19 is enough. Roll damage.
Alrighty. So that's 19
19
damage.
points. Well done.
And then I'll move up here.
Kee Nye, also one thing that how do you think mostly your observation of dragons has been from like visual observation, or have you read about them at all or anything?
I'm sure that in my culture, we think dragons are pretty cool.
Yeah, the elemental airplane.
Yes, the airplane is what we call it.
So you notice that this dragon in particular, it doesn't appear to be a very old dragon. It appears to be a younger dragon.
It's a pretty bright purple.
Yeah. The older ones do get that more like richer, darker color.
Yeah, so I'm not thrilled about potentially harming or killing a dragon, but I definitely respect that it's very powerful and it said it's going to eat us, so I'm taking it seriously.
Excellent. It looks around and it says, which one of you just hit me? Which one of you was that? Let's go to Sigmond. You're up. River, you're on deck.
Sigmund will take the blame. I hit you. And then I gotta use a bonus action to reactivate my sword.
Okay.
And I
back on.
will take a... Well, should I... I am gonna do that. I'm gonna bless... Well... Yeah, I'm just gonna swing at it with a sword.
Go for it.
I'm
Do
gonna
it.
regret that. 15.
15. You meet the hard exterior with your sword, and even though it's a flame, it feels as though you're trying to cut glass with iron. It does not breach. And it turns and looks and says, I don't think you were the one that hit me. You're far too weak.
Ugh. And then I'm gonna swing at him again.
Nice.
And this time I'll definitely hit him.
Oh, this is gonna be big, folks. I hope you're ready.
Well, no, I haven't done any of the stuff. And I will probably... Yeah, I'll probably use a smite on it.
I mean, it's a dragon.
And I got a crit. Might as well
You got a crit.
blow the
You have to
smite.
use it.
It's a dragon.
So that
This might be the first dragon that we've fought as players. Like,
Ever.
yeah.
plus 5, and then I think it's just okay. I think it's 6 of those.
6 of those. I don't know what those are, but I'm not excited about this.
I think that's the smite. So the smite's a level 2 smite.
Nice. Oh my gosh. Jeez,
I'm annoyed there's-
Louise. Oh my gosh. 42 points of damage.
I like that it comes after he calls me weak, though. That's great.
That was
Yeah.
perfect.
Why was that something that, like, why did Sigmund roll a 20? Like, why did he crit?
Because he was pissed off. Because
Yeah.
this thing just called him weak and made fun of him in front of the bird.
Yeah, so
You can't get emasculated by a bird.
awesome. So good. Anything else that you want to do?
Nope, that's it.
Okay, River, you're up. Meinhard, you're on deck. This thing is looking injured.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I'll, try and bite it.
Okay,
Bite it.
go for it. Advantage with pack tactics. Yeah, that hits. You guys are. This is insane. You guys are rolling so well.
I'll roll it again just in case.
Oh, good. Yeah, just in case you crit, because that should happen.
You get closer.
Jeez Louise.
All right. So here we go.
6
6
points.
damage.
Well done.
And then I think, yeah, I don't have a bonus action I can do, so that is it.
No bonus action?
Because only if I count.
I see.
Yeah.
I see. Very nice. Okay, Meinhard, you are up.
Oh my gosh. Okay. First of all, I'm going to have shield ready as a reaction spell.
Okay.
That's a bonus action for me to cast.
It's actually just a reaction. Yeah, you're good. You don't need to worry about it on your turn. It's actually on the other team's turn.
Yep. And so I am going to go all in with my 2 blades.
Melee or range?
Melee.
Whoa! This is the first time I've seen Meinhard go melee.
I know. He's emboldened by Sigmund's achievement.
Yeah, Sigmond inspiring people everywhere he goes.
Are you gonna start wearing a scarf?
Okay, get back. And I get I have 2 weapon fighting, of course, and I get a bonus action extra attack, right?
Yeah, that sounds right.
I think.
You do 1 main hand attack, and then
Yes.
bonus action offhand attack.
Okay, so I just have the 2 weapons. Okay.
Yep. Should be
Right,
your
okay.
2 daggers, right?
Yep. Okay, here's number 1, 25.
Oh my gosh, jeez, guys, yeah, that hits.
And number 2, 27.
This is insane. Okay, I can't believe. Have you missed? Has anyone missed? Oh yeah, like 2 people. Great. Yeah, damage on
Okay.
both.
Here's damage number 1, 7.
+5. Wow.
Damage number 2 is 9.
Wow, great rolls. Jeez. Really happy that I threw a dragon at you guys today. This is cool. Yeah, this is super cool. Glad you're all able to get the full experience of a dragon here. It's looking very hurt. Anything else that Meinhard's doing?
Meinhard, of course, is going to, now that he's made his attack, move. I think he moved 1, 2, 3, 4. He's going to move 2 back.
Okay, cool. That's fine.
That work?
Yeah, I just was debating something.
So I'm not allowed to break up my movement.
No, you're good. You're fine. I was debating on my end. I was debating if he takes an opportunity attack or not. He does.
Oh, right.
He does not, because at the end of your turn, what happens instead is you see as the dragon, it's now like dripping this sort of like purple and blue ooze. It's a little too thick to call it what you'd think is naturally blood. It's more like a sort of like a slurry almost, like that's just kind of like leaking out of it. And you see as the dragon goes, "Oh, this is not how this is going to go." And it melts into a puddle of this slurry. And you see the puddle goes out the doorway underneath all of your feet, and it rushes past you sort of like water. And
This way towards Kee Nye?
yes. And it goes, some of it like goes into the fountain behind you, and some of it surrounds it. And then you see a flash of light as the dragon reappears behind you, and the fountain is just shattered into pieces as it reappears. And the dragon says, "Now it's my turn." And you see from out of its mouth begins to crackle this electricity. And then you see clouds of smoke billow out. And you don't see anything else. But I need everybody to make a Constitution saving throw. 17. Well done. 5.
Critical failure.
That's a nat 1. 32 for Handsome Dave.
Just 6 for Meinhard.
6. And River, Constitution save?
I think I'm pushing the right button.
10. Excellent. River, Meinhard, and Kee Nye. You hear, all of you hear the rumbling of thunder begin to build in your mind and hit your eardrums. It reverberates them. Specifically, Meinhard, River, and Kee Nye. The thunder eventually grows and boom, 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 boom. But for the three of you, you feel it shake you to your very skull, and you essentially you see white around your eyes, and you take 33 points of thunder damage, and you are all incapacitated until the end of your next turn. Those of you that succeeded take 16 points of thunder damage.
Meinhard is officially dying.
Oh wow, I forgot.
Yeah, I should use my inspiration for that.
No, you've taken a long
Oh, wait.
rest, Ed.
Yeah, I was only
Yeah.
at 27 max.
Yeah. So get back healed up and then take your 33.
Do you think?
No, 27 is my max.
Whoa, 27 is your max?
Yeah, I mean, I haven't. My level's only 6.
Oh, Meinhard's down. So Meinhard drops.
Actually, he's not. He's a level 4, I think.
So you said 33 plus 16, right?
No. 33 if you failed. So River, Meinhard, Kee Nye, 33. If you succeeded, 16. But Meinhard, River, Kee Nye, you're incapacitated until your next turn.
I'm definitely incapacitated.
So,
Yes.
let's do. Wow, well done. I don't know how you did that.
Computers.
Okay, that's it.
You should use your inspiration.
Oh, it's too late.
Too late now.
isn't it?
Too late now.
Oh.
Nah, you gotta use it before the results called. Handsome Dave, you are up. You see Meinhard go down. River, as a lion, appears to have their bell pretty rung. Are you still a lion?
I am still. Oh, gosh, let me check the.
33
points.
points.
I am no longer a lion.
Okay, so
Are you is incapacitated just for the turn?
it is just for the turn.
And Kee Nye is down, and
No, Meinhard's
Meinhard
down.
is down.
Oh, Kee Nye's down
Oh.
too?
No, just incapacitated.
Okay, got it.
So I take the remainder of the damage as my normal form, right?
Is that right?
I'll check.
I don't know.
Brandon, you
Yeah,
put
you
Druid,
do.
right? Okay,
Yeah, you take the remainder in your normal form.
excellent. So it carries over. You are still incapacitated. Handsome Dave, that's the situation that is in front of you. What do you want to do? It disappears from view.
It disappeared from view.
Yeah.
Like,
You saw the puddle like slink away and go into the other room.
Okay, gotcha. And I felt the same feeling everyone else did.
Yeah. I guess because it wasn't a. Oh, that's a fair point. Yeah, you can see it. You see like a glimpse of it.
Okay, yeah, so he will run out and then kind of assess the scene. So there's just two people that are up. Is that right? It's me and one other person?
Yeah, you and Sigmond. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Are you still standing if you're incapacitated, or are you prone? D&D Beyond, tell me. Can't
I don't
take
think you have to
actions.
be prone.
Can't take actions or reactions. So,
They're like stunned.
yes.
Okay, do I see the dragon now that I'm out here?
Yeah, for sure. You get a full view of it.
Okay, and I see Meinhard down.
Yes.
Okay, so with one turn, this dragon like did some crazy damage. Handsome Dave is going to drop his rapier. He's gonna trace one of his tattoos that kind of shines a little bit different than a typical tattoo would, and it's just of this like stone wall. As he does so, it activates, and I'm gonna cast Wall of Force 5th level
Oh my gosh.
as the tattoo disappears.
Amazing.
Cool.
Tell me what Wall of Force does one more time.
So it's an invisible wall of force. It springs into existence. I can do 10 by 10 foot panels. And nothing can pass through the wall physically. It extends into the ethereal plane. It can't be dispelled. And they have to be connected. Each panel has to be connected.
Can you see through the panels?
It is invisible.
Okay. That's awesome. Is there anything else you want to do?
So the wall, I'd like to plug that completely where the dragon is.
Yeah, so cut off like in between him and Kee Nye, or are you putting it in the doorway?
In between him and Kee Nye.
Perfect.
And maybe even this door as well, right here.
Okay, so like, can you draw it?
Sure. So there's a wall
Yeah.
there. How tall is this? There'll be enough for me to plug all of that?
Yeah, I think you're good. You're good.
Okay.
For sure.
You just see these like panels like glow orange and then fade into just being invisible as I completely block the dragon away from us.
Awesome.
So cool. Which all of you see a sort of shimmer happen, like a brief shimmer. And then all of you see as the dragon starts moving his mouth, like it looks like it's talking, but you don't hear anything. And you see it points at Handsome Dave, and it like looks at its finger, and then it like points again at Handsome Dave, and like looks at its finger, and it like just looks incredibly confused. at what just happened. Awesome. So cool. Kee Nye, you are up. Sigmond, you're on deck.
Okay, I'm incapacitated.
Yes, so
So
no.
I think I am just in shock.
That's it. Okay,
from
you shake it off this round. You're not incapacitated anymore. You're back.
Cool.
Let's go to Sigmond. You're up.
I am going to touch what's Meinhard, and I will heal him for 16.
Nice. Very
How much? 1/6?
1/6.
Interesting.
And that is I will after that that's all I'm gonna do.
excellent. Sounds good. River, you're incapacitated.
Yeah, I'll
Okay.
try and shake that off.
You shake it off. You're done. You're good. Meinhard, you come to and you see that Sigmund is standing over you, sort of has this radiant glow as your eyes open.
Maybe you got some use after all, Eric.
Oh, he's alive. Thank goodness.
And then I'm just going to stand to my feet.
Okay. Action, bonus action.
I don't know. I'm debating whether I heal myself a little bit more because I'm not very strong. I think I will cast some cure wounds on myself.
Very nice. Not a bad idea. If you got the spell, use it.
I got 11.
Oh, good
more.
roll.
Yeah, that's pretty good. We'll take that.
Okay, we're gonna take a 10-minute break in the middle of combat. Because I am going to pee my pants if we don't. So,
You're really excited.
I'm so excited, and I'm even more excited, but my need to pee outweighs my excitement at this point, so. Let's meet back here in 10 minutes, so at the 40-minute mark. Let's be back.
All right.
See you then.
Sounds good.
So to get back to my maximum number of hit points was exactly 11. It was perfect.
Okay, I'm back. All right. Hypothetical for everybody. When you make toast, if one side of the toast is cooked more than the other side of the toast, which side do you put whatever you're spreading on?
More cook side.
More cooked.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, me too. 100%.
I think it's pretty universal.
But
It
why?
spreads better. It spreads better because it's more solid.
And like you're
And-
softening up that part of the bread. The other side doesn't with
Exactly.
your spread. The other side doesn't.
Exactly true. Yeah.
See, what I want really is to make everybody question everything they do all the time. So that's why I love hypothetical questions. That's the I want us to live in constant questioning of why we do the things we do. Constant hyper awareness. So everyone can feel my pain. I feel that way all the time, so I want everyone to suffer like I do.
If money were no object, how long, like say you don't need money. How much would you work each week?
I would do something in a quote unquote work capacity, like volunteering somewhere. Probably 10 to 15 hours probably. I think that 15-hour mark is pretty good, a good benchmark.
Yeah, I think I could do 3 5s. I think I could pull that off.
Mm-hmm.
I know I would start with 0.
Yeah, 100%.
See how that feels.
And I would enjoy that as long as I can just do nothing. I don't know how long that would last, but I'm sure I would land around 15, 20 hours, something like that.
So I work 3 days a week. I work 3 12s. And I have 4 days off, you know? And so I honestly attribute having that many days off to being able to do all these things that are so exciting for me because I now actually have time. Like, it's not even a money thing, it's just a time thing. Like, when they say time is money, it's true, you know? Like, the more money you have, the more time you essentially buy for yourself, and the more time you have, that's worth a certain amount of money, you know? So I lack in money, but I make up in time.
Yeah, there's a huge difference between having to work at all for a day and having a complete day off.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just choosing what you want to do, you know? It's not someone isn't dictating or telling you what you need to do in your day-to-day life. You know, you are choosing. And that's, I was telling Brandon just barely, like, that is, I have felt so empowered recently just because of that, you know? Okay, Jameson, are you back?
Si, senor.
Ah, wonderful.
Push play, Parker.
What was that?
Push play.
It's already played. I keep it running during the break. Just so everybody's aware.
Right.
I don't pause it because I'm afraid. Most of my life is governed by fear, so, you know.
He wasn't even talking about the stream, just generally afraid.
I laugh because it's true. So, Meinhard, you just went, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't do anything.
Top of the order. You see the dragon takes a step forward, and for a moment, you know when you do the, like, raspberries against a window and your mouth looks super funny? That's what happens to this dragon.
Can't say I've ever done that, no.
Have you seen
He
someone do
gets
it, though?
The
No.
face squished in the window.
Yeah, it's like when you put your mouth up and you're like...
He's like a dog running into a screen door.
And you see, like, just you hear a little, like, boom. And then you see as he puts a hand up and he, like, taps on it, and he looks around and feels around, and then you see him look at the ground, and he, like, makes, you see he has, like, a giant claw, but his claws aren't, like, purple and blue. They're stark ivory white, like mother of pearl white. And you see that he, like, flexes his hand and he scratches the stone beneath, and you see some dirt kicks up, and as he looks up, a smile appears on his face. And Handsome Dave, it is your turn.
Okay, I'll start with my bonus action. I'll use Second Wind to regain some health. 7 is all.
Nice.
And then I'll just turn to the group. I can't hold this forever, and it looks like he might have a way through. We should all, I don't know, ready an attack, and then let me know when you want me to drop it. We'll surprise him. It's my turn.
Kee Nye, you are up. Sigmond, you're on deck.
That's a great idea. Kee Nye kind of hobbles in and looks pretty messed up. But he will he's still got his bow in his hand, and he'll sort of just move to the back of the room.
Okay.
And yeah, all ready an attack.
So let me ask this. Is there anybody who doesn't want to just ready an attack? Like, is anybody going to do anything? Okay, River, what do you want to do?
Well, remind me, if I cast a bonus action healing word,
Yep.
can I also cast another spell for my action?
Is Healing Word a leveled spell?
Yeah.
Then you can only cast a cantrip, I believe.
Okay.
So you can't cast 2 leveled spells in 1 turn.
Okay.
Isn't D&D fun? All the rules are my favorite part.
Mm-hmm. Okay. In that case, I will cast. Wait, hold on. Oh, I'm out of 3rd level spell.
Oh, okay. Think about it while we're deciding.
Yeah, I'm gonna cast. I'll cast a 2nd level moonbeam on the dragon.
Okay.
Constitution saving throw.
Read to me the spell.
Silvery beam of pale light shines down in a 5-foot radius. 40-foot high cylinder on a point.
No, I need to know. I didn't know. Is it a C spell? What is it like?
Oh yeah, it is a. It is a concentration spell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And does it say you cast it like on a point you can see?
Oh. A point within range, and it's a 120-foot range.
Okay, I gotta look this up. This is because Wall of Force messes with spells a little bit, so
You're right.
I gotta read the spell in this. Because the reason I know this is actually, I'll tell you. I'll reveal it. That's fine.
Sararak?
It was. Yeah, he cast Wall of Force in the final tomb battle that we had.
That was the worst.
Centered on a point within range. Yeah, we gotta go to specific search. Moonbeam and Wall of Force. And spells be cast through Wall of Force. Stack exchange. Nothing can physically pass through the wall. It is immune to all damage and can't be dispelled. A barrier stops physical object stops spells.
Like, the way I'm thinking it is it's coming from the moon,
Yeah.
and like the Wall of Force doesn't go all the way up to the moon.
Yeah. But you're right. Let's do it. Perfect. That's
All
that's
right.
good enough for me. Dex
Cool.
Dex save?
Con.
Con
Constitution.
save. Let's see what their con is. That is a 15.
Okay, it is a 15.
Meets it, beats it.
All right.
It takes
So-
half damage?
It takes 2d10 radiant damage on a failed save, or half as much a successful
Okay.
one.
Rolled your 2d10. So 6.
Mm-hmm.
Well done. Okay, does
Yeah.
anybody else want to do anything before, like, so essentially, if you're not readying an attack, now's the time to say something.
Is the guy like digging a hole there?
Insight check.
3.
I think you could logically assume that, but like, you don't know anything beyond that. You don't know what his intent is, besides that he's probably gonna dig. You know?
I've just seen him like scratch at the ground and smile at us.
Exactly. Yeah.
So
Okay.
Parker, this is basically one melee round worth of.
Yep. Yeah. Because rather than I want you guys to just position yourselves where you want, and then the something's going to happen on its next turn. And if anybody's waiting until then you can hold your action. But if you want to do something now, we can do it.
I
Is
am
the-
gonna
Is
cast.
the T-Rex still alive?
Hold on 1 second. Sigmond, what are you doing?
I'll cast Bless.
Okay. Who are you blessing?
I'm going to bless Handsome Dave, Kee Nye,
Whoa.
and Meinhard.
Is
Well-
Bless always 3 people?
3 people.
Wow, what a
level
good
1.
spell. I didn't know that. That's
It's a really
amazing.
good spell. Actually, I'm not gonna bless Meinhard. I'm gonna bless River.
I understand it.
No, wait, no. Meinhard makes more sense. Meinhard, Kee Nye, and Handsome Dave all get blessed. For
Okay,
a
no,
minute.
I do need you to tell me why you're choosing Meinhard over River. If you're gonna do that, you gotta tell me why.
Cause River seems like he's out of lion mode now, so he's probably more spell focused.
Okay.
So his attacks, he gets less from attack roll.
Sigmund's very pragmatic, and you're very militarial.
I thought about doing it on River because I want to keep River alive because he's my little guy, but
Yeah. No.
then I was like, well, he's not going to use the attack bonus anyway, so.
Sigmund prioritizes pragmatism over emotional attachment. Wonderful.
Okay. If we're all getting around to cast spells, then does Kee Nye need some healing?
You know,
I
I
think-
could stand to be healed if you're interested.
I mean, if I have time for it, because I'm going to attack with my daggers, so I will cast a cure wounds on him if we have a full melee round while we're doing this.
You're holding your round for when something happens.
So the bless that was just cast means that Sigmund has no action when the spell drops, when the wall drops.
Yeah. River, give me
Okay.
a quick medicine check also.
Yeah, I'm willing to not attack and to cure Kee Nye's wounds.
Cool. Yeah. Go for it.
We could also just hold them for one more round.
I like the idea of Kee Nye way back there at the back. We could also just hold it for another round. That'd be good.
Either way, I'm gonna give Kee Nye some healing.
Yeah, Meinhard's not listening to this bird.
So I'm on top of this T-Rex still, just like standing as a
Oh, you rolled a 1.
blue human.
Mm.
And I'm just gonna be like I'm gonna walk down the length of it,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm just gonna go over here and like hop down.
Okay,
As
Kee
you
Nye,
go to hop down, the pant of your leg catches on one of the talons, like it attaches to one of your like leathers, and it latches onto one of your leather straps, and you are stuck on this T-Rex corpse right now.
Do I lose concentration?
No, you keep it.
Okay.
So Kee Nye, you gain 8.
Thanks, stranger.
Hey, people holding your attacks, what is the trigger for activating your attack.
If I see the invisible wall disappear.
Okay, if the invisible wall disappears.
So he's-
Same.
If the invisible wall disappears, you attack.
Yeah, with my rapier.
No, if Sigmund tells me to, I'll shoot him.
If Sigmund tells you to, you will shoot. Okay.
Yeah.
That's fine, but I'm going to say, to do that, Sigmund has to use a reaction to do that.
I don't think I have any other reactions, so.
Perfect. Okay, that'll be a reaction. Okay, anybody
You
else?
you could hold your attack, and that consumes your reaction.
He didn't, he blessed. Okay,
Oh, well, yeah. Go ahead. I guess it's.
if you got something, say it now, because something's gonna happen. Something's gonna go down,
Well, I could drop it at any point in time because it's not on my turn even. It's just concentration.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm only seeing Kee Nye and myself ready to do anything.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna continue to hold.
Okay.
The
If the
spell.
wall drops. Are you gonna drop it? That's a good question, actually.
I guess I'll keep it up because only two of us isn't as good of a benefit as I was hoping to get.
Okay. You see, as the dragon, it does one scratch with its claws, and it smiles, and then it looks like a flash of purple and blue and rock and stone fly up from the ground as it just starts digging into the ground as fast as it can, disappears from view altogether. You feel rumbling beneath your feet. The dungeon starts to shake. The dungeon walls start to shake. You see and hear the golden skull on the pedestal clatter and fall to the ground, and you hear as it says, "Ha ha, I'm a callback. Ha ha, I'm a callback. Ha ha, I'm a callback." And then
The golden skull says that, right?
yep.
Okay. I thought for a second that was the dragon coming up through the ground. That was like his battle cry.
It is enraging. You then see as a hole opens up in the middle of the floor. Dragon teeth clamp down around the neck of the Tyrannosaurus. They begin to drag the T-Rex into the ground. River, you are being pulled down into this hole. I need you to make a strength saving throw, strength saving throw to see if you can hold on to something to be kept from being dragged down this hole.
Oh,
6. You see, boom, it comes up, grabs the T-Rex from the neck, drags it down the hole. Both of them disappear. River, you see the last thing, a blue river being dragged down behind, hooked onto one of the Tyrannosaurus legs. And then, boom, you disappear from view. You are being dragged down the hole. You are being tumbled and knocked around by all the loose rocks and dirt. It's hitting you, smacking you in the head. You take 6 points of bludgeoning damage as you're dragged through these tunnels. That is going to be it. Handsome Dave, you are up.
Shoot.
Wait, shoot now?
Handsome Dave's gonna run in and dive into the hole and just see how far he can go.
So you see being kicked up behind is just... Actually, give me a perception check. Nice. Yeah, so you see this thing is fast in the ground. It is quick. There is no way that you can go as fast as this thing, even at like a burrowing speed. It's fast. Like, you could probably keep a steady pace with it for a short while, but you're gonna lose sight of this thing unless something happens that you're able to like really catch up to it. What you could do, I guess actually, if you dash, you can catch up to it.
I dash.
Okay, you run up, and you're just right behind. You see River just being, what's it called back in the day when you would, like, tie someone up behind a horse and drag them around?
Uh,
Anyway,
Dragged.
yes, you're being,
Yeah.
you're just being bounced around in the back, and you catch up, and you just get up to like where River is and where like the T-Rex is right there. You're able to like get up into it.
Hey, I want to be like within grabbing distance from River, but I can't do anything on my turn.
Okay. Excellent. Kee Nye, you are up.
Okay. I'm altering the plan. So, yeah, Kee Nye is pretty taken aback by a dragon who would burrow through the ground and just feels like this, to be so close with the rock and stone. This is a truly evil, twisted dragon. And will dive into the hole after River. And dragons are big. Is this tunnel, is it big enough to kind of fly through?
Yeah, totally. You absolutely can fly through it.
Okay, so my fly speed is 50 feet.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah, you're able to get right to where Handsome Dave is just by flying down this hole. You know, Luke Skywalker in the Death Star moment, you just whoosh, zip down this hole.
Okay, I would like to stab it with my short sword.
Oh, you're going for the dragon. Okay, yeah. Okay.
Well, it looks pretty hurt, right?
It does. It does. You could do it. I don't know. It's gonna be close, but you could do it. It's gonna be.
Okay.
It's gonna be close.
Well. Okay. Well, let's just see what happens.
Let's see. Do it.
23 to hit,
hits.
and I have an ally also within 5 feet.
Sneak
of this
attack.
dragon.
You got it.
So it's 22 damage.
2. It's not enough.
Okay, well, I got a dagger also.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay.
And I also have bless. Let's see. It's 13 plus 3.
Oh my gosh! No way. Yeah, 16 is what you needed.
Okay, well, it's just gonna be. Oh, 4 damage.
Okay, sorry. I thought you got sneak attack again, so I was like, "Oh, is he gonna do it? Is he gonna kill
No.
it?" And then 4
Sneak attack is once per turn.
Do you not have a modifier to that at all?
No, that's with my left hand.
Oh.
So,
Yeah.
and I don't have the 2-weapon fighting feat
Okay. Okay.
or fighting style.
Yeah. No, you don't kill it. You don't. The 4 damage was not enough.
Hang in there, River.
I also like that River getting ragdolled behind this dragon counts as like a flanking ally, you know? Like, yeah, you've got an ally next to him. River just
Technically true. Well, Handsome Dave is right there, too.
It's just like a mannequin tied to a truck.
Yeah.
Hey,
I feel like this is
how you doing, ally?
an ally, like a piece of meat stuck in your opponent's teeth is an ally to you.
Teamwork.
That's fair. That's actually fair. He's so distracted by this thing he can't get out of his back molar that.
Yeah, his leg is shaking like a cat.
Awesome. Okay, Sigmund, you are up.
I am jumping, doing the only thing I know how to do, which is jump into the hole.
Okay. You would have to. What's your movement speed?
30.
Okay, you'd have to dash to catch up to it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna dash after it.
Okay, you're up there with it. Bonus action.
I don't think I have any.
Oh man. Okay. This is gonna be close, Ben. I'm so excited. Okay. If you think of one, you can let me know. Ben, River is up.
Okay. I imagine it's hard for me to concentrate on anything.
What was that?
Did River use his action to try and climb down?
No, River it's his turn now.
Okay.
Am I able to concentrate?
Make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
You have to roll above a 10. I think that's maintained concentration, right? 10? Yeah, you're good. You got it.
Okay. So I will. I'm actually gonna drop Moonbeam
Okay.
and cast Spike Growth.
Okay.
So like, just. Oh gosh, that might be hard though if there's no like space ahead of the dragon.
Do it. Do it.
Okay. So
Don't think, just do.
ahead of where the dragon is,
Yeah.
I'm sprouting hard spikes and thorns inside this tunnel.
Oh my gosh, this is so cool.
The area becomes difficult terrain for the duration, and when a creature moves into or within the area, it takes 2d4 piercing damage
That's right.
for every 5 feet.
That's right.
How big is it?
How big is it? Yeah.
It is
It's like
a
60
20
feet.
foot.
20.
It's a 20-foot radius.
So 40 feet diameter.
40 feet deep.
Okay, here's the question. How does the growth happen? Like, does it spawn from a point and go outward? So will it go in the path that it's going? Is that what you're trying to do? Or are you trying to like fill the tunnel up behind you?
I think ideally it would impede him as he's digging. So maybe it's like mycelia in the dirt.
Yes.
That's like spiky.
Okay, here's what I'm gonna say. I don't think the spell works this way naturally. You made a convincing argument, but we're gonna have to determine it with a roll. You can do a nature check or an arcana check. DC 15 because you're being dragged behind a dragon. So
Okay. And if it fails,
then the spell works in a 5-foot radius, like 5 feet. That's all you get.
like a one-time thing.
Exactly. But if it works, if you beat a 20, I'll give you however far you want. If you get between 15 and 20, it works. You get like a 10-foot or something. Okay. Okay.
Cool.
Let's see it.
All right.
This is a big roll. This is a big roll.
Hey, I'll use my inspiration.
Ah, there we go. Take it.
Aww.
Take it.
Okay. 22.
Nicely done. Describe to me how this looks.
Right. So like every claw forward that the dragon takes is met by not just rock and dirt, but also these spiky roots that it's like maybe some trees have just like dug their roots into this ground ahead of it, and every time it digs, it gets a good blue spike right into its arm.
You see, goes, oh, what the? No, what are you people? Here's what's going to happen. Roll me the 2d4 damage.
All right.
That's per 5 feet.
Yeah, so we're starting with this just initial one for the first
Yeah.
6.
Nice.
Good. Okay, it is. I mean, it's very hurt. It's not dead, but it is really close.
And that's my turn.
Okay, Meinhard, you are up.
I'm a little confused
Mm-hmm.
because I did not save my action.
Yep.
So technically, I've already used my turn.
No, it's because the dragon had a turn.
Okay.
Yeah, we've restarted initiative. This is another round.
Okay, then I am going to, what the heck, dash down the tunnel, and I'm going to cast Expeditious Retreat upon myself.
Oh, is that a bonus action?
Yeah.
Nice.
And how much movement does it give you? Like it's like 15, right?
It gives me a bonus action dash every turn.
So not this turn, but next turn then.
Right. I'm
Okay.
using it this turn. But I'm gonna do my full dash this turn. Because I don't know that I'll catch up yet.
Yeah, okay.
So I have no idea how far he's gone down the tunnel, but probably faster than I can go.
Does it cast the first time you use it also, or is it only future turns? Like
When you
It doesn't
cast
really-
this
I know,
spell,
it's weird.
when you cast this spell, and then as a bonus action.
Okay, so I do get it this turn as
you
well.
get it, yeah.
Mhm.
You catch
Yeah,
up.
you do.
You're up. You can have whatever close you want to it.
Okay.
I will say
Yeah,
it's a
but
little crowded in here because everyone is down there, but
But I can't. Yeah, and I can't. I mean, I don't have anything to do. I don't have anything to attack with.
daggers?
Well, I mean, do I still have an attack? I mean, I thought
Yeah,
I
that was a
used my
bonus action. Right?
Well, I cast it as a bonus action.
Yeah.
I just gain, and then I have to. My dash is a bonus action from the spell.
But you get it the first time you cast it also.
Yeah, I think
Okay,
it just
okay.
treats it like it's a bonus
Okay.
action.
Yeah,
That's
then I
why
wanna-
you're able to catch up. Otherwise, you wouldn't be able
Then
to.
I'm gonna use my dagger attack. If I can catch up, if you're on, then I'm gonna use my
Yeah,
dagger.
go for it. Dagger away.
Okay, so I get my two daggers.
Yeah.
And
You get the D4 from Bless too for attack
for the
rolls.
hit. How long does that last? Is it every roll for a certain amount of time?
It's
Just
a minute.
about a minute.
Every roll?
There's
It's attacks
Attack
and
rolls
saves.
and saves.
There's
Oh
the
my
first one. Do I
gosh, that's
need
an
that-
insane spell.
Do I need
That's really
the
good.
D4 as well, Parker?
No. No.
Second one.
Yeah, you do. Nope, not
That's
enough.
a good D4.
Not enough. That's too
Okay, so I
bad.
get one hit.
Yeah. Oh, you couldn't have met it. I finally. This is like the first time someone's missed in like 10 rounds. So,
Let's hope my dagger can do something.
yeah, it's gonna be. I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh my
Okay.
gosh. Nope, not it. That's not enough.
Terrible roll. I got a
It's
one.
not enough.
Terrible.
You almost could have rolled anything else and killed it. Not quite, but you almost could have rolled anything else and killed it.
I know.
But a 1.
That's mine art for you.
It's not gonna do it. It's not gonna do it. Okay. This is what happens. You hear the dragon say, "Oh, this is not worth it. This is not worth it. This is not worth it." And You feel, River, the T-Rex and yourself just drop, and you stop moving. I need you to roll 2d4 to see if you kill the dragon with your thorns as it tries to run away.
That's a pretty good roll.
Describe to me what happens as this dragon dies amidst the brambles spawned from the Underdeep itself. And you kill
So
it.
these spiky roots just like, keep entangling it, and they're just coming from everywhere, and then they're starting to constrict, and basically he's just wrapped in all these roots and spikiness.
Beautiful. And that is it for initiative.
What a terrible way to die. Poor guy. I imagine in there he was still like kind of panicking because he realized that death was coming for him. He just got torn up.
You don't get to choose when you
gross.
die. You don't get to choose.
River's just like laying on the ground panting.
River! River! Are you okay? Oh!
Sigmond. Yeah, I'm okay. Thank you for coming for me.
I didn't even have to do anything. Are you alright? Oh my gosh. And I'm gonna give him a big old hug.
It's gonna make me cry.
Yeah, I reciprocate the hug. Oof. Wow. And then all of the rest of you came. Wow. This is a great team. Well,
Meinhard's I'm wondering, is there anything of value on this here beastie that we might want to procure for ourselves?
Perception check.
I'll part the roots.
Okay. Meinhard got a 12, but I'm not very knowledgeable about dragons.
Yeah, it's gonna be hard to try to do anything with these scales. They've been like really torn up, and they're really, it's like its skin is essentially made of a polished gem. To try to even like separate that from muscle is almost impossible. Like, it's so intertwined, it's hard to know where things like begin and end. You do see one thing that's interesting though. As it's been torn up and shredded, where its stomach is, there is a metal rod poking out.
Well, somebody has to do it. And I'll walk over and put a foot up against its stomach and try and pull the rod out.
Yeah, give me a strength athletics check.
Athletics?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow, 25. So you go up and you're pulling essentially your sword in the stoning this, like you are trying to remove something metal from a stone. Like that's what this is. And you go up and just like hands on and you pull it out. And you see that it's not actually that long. The rod itself is pretty short. It's not more than a few inches. Kee Nye, you recognize this rod immediately.
Holy potatoes, is that what I think it is?
In addition, on the end of the rod, there is a stuffed doll. And it looks like a little girl with a pink dress on and pigtails. And as you pull it out, the rod comes out, and the doll like falls off in your hands, and it just kind of was like stuck on it. It was tied to like the end of it a little bit.
I will hand the rod to Kee Nye.
Oh, thank you.
Can you make heads or tails of it?
Yeah. Should I, do I have to roll something?
No, you know what this is. You know that this is one part of the
The
rest.
rod of 7 parts.
Yeah.
This is an incredible find. It's been hundreds of years since this has been in the hands of the good guys. I need to study this. See if it has any magic remaining and what we can do with it. This is fantastic.
Sorry, do you want to make an Arcana check to see what it does, or do you want to talk about it later?
We could talk about it later.
Let's talk about it.
I was thinking of doing just like during a short rest or something.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. All right, Ben, what were you saying?
I have something I'd like to attune to. Does that take a short rest?
Yeah. Which you can take if you want in this hole. It's up to you guys. You could go down and you could see where the hole goes. Like, there's nothing stopping you from doing that. You could go back to the dungeon, but like, you don't have to. So, do what you want.
Yeah, I mean, no one's gonna sneak up. I feel safe down here.
I'm good for a rest.
Is
I
it
feel safe.
stable? Or is it going to cave in on us?
Give me a nature check.
I'm not one
Sigmond will help him by kicking the wall
With
very hard.
With advantage.
He wouldn't even know where to begin identifying the stability of a cave, so he's just asking his friends.
I'll do a nature check.
Okay, go for it. Advantage. Wow, not great. You're not sure. This is a material of dirt that you don't have experience with. In fact, the dirt, something seems weird about it. Like, it almost looks like some of the dirt for split seconds is pixelated. Just for a brief second. So you can't get a read on it at all.
Interesting. This is weird dirt.
Well, what do you think, River? Are we okay to stay in here, or should we go back to the building? You're right. Let's go back. Let's get out of this hole.
Yeah, we should go.
There's dirt everywhere.
So all of you make your way out of the hole. You come back, cresting through. As you're walking up, Sigmond, and who's closest to Sigmond as you're all walking back up?
Probably me.
Okay. Give me perception checks. Rivers, you're walking back up. You swear you hear the doll that Sigmond has say something. It's like...
Come again? Sigmund, that dog just... The doll just said something.
I'm sorry.
You're holding the doll? I think it just said something.
I'm gonna try and pull him aside a little bit, and I'm gonna say, River, is this another one of those things like the time you talked to the book?
That was a real thing. You're the
It's okay.
delusional one in this relationship.
It's okay that I understand that magic sometimes comes with side effects, and it addles the mind, I've heard.
Just give me the doll. And I'm gonna put the doll next to my ear.
Okay, River. I guess that's fine.
I'm gonna squeeze it.
I'm gonna look very concerned.
As you squeeze it, you hear very, very faintly, like almost... It's not... The weird thing is it sounds like somebody is yelling. But it's like if somebody was trying to simultaneously yell and whisper at the same time. And you hear, like, "Hey, watch where you put that thing."
What thing?
Your stupid big thumb.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'll hold it more gently.
I'm just here because I just got told to go into this doll, and I have one phrase that I need to say. No one told me I'd be in dragons' bellies and being stabbed by strangers. What's your deal anyway, man?
I'm so sorry. I didn't know that. Didn't realize you would feel that. You've been in.
None of you hear any of the other side of this conversation.
Okay, but we do hear River talking to this.
You all hear River talking.
How long were you in there?
I don't know. I was born in there, man. That was my house. I was born. That was like, you killed my mom and dad.
Your dragon was the dragon was your mom and dad?
I don't even know what you mean by dragon. I'm in a doll. What are you talking about?
Who are your mom and dad?
Well, their names were Jessica and Steven. But they
Sounds very nice.
I mean, they were so old and wise, like 24 hours old.
So you don't remember being inside a dragon?
Are you okay? Like,
You said you don't know anything about a dragon, but I literally just pulled you out of a dragon.
I think you might need some help, man. Dragons aren't real.
Okay. All right. Okay, I'm gonna take a deep breath. Is there anything that you need help with?
Listen, I'm just gonna say my phrase, and I'm gonna leave. I don't want any more trouble, man. You need to see somebody, okay? I'm just gonna say,
Keep telling me that.
the maiden is not a lie, okay? That's what I was told to say. And now, I'm out. Goodbye. And you see, actually, give me a perception check.
Okie dokie.
It's a high DC. Like, yeah, that's not gonna do it. That's it. And then it goes silent. No more talking.
Oh. Oh gosh. Sigmund. I mean,
Yes, River?
ta take this how you will. I mean, I know it came from a doll, but the doll just told me that the maiden is not alive.
Is not alive or not a lie?
Oh gosh. I think it said not alive.
Oh dear.
But I could be wrong. Like, it was a very faint voice.
That's, that's terrible. The doll told you the maiden's dead. How would it even... I don't...
I don't know either.
I'm starting to get very worried for you, River. River.
Well, it's
you just
either
all say
not alive or
bed?
not alive. I genuinely don't know. Maybe I'll give you the doll back.
You get it. You get it back. Give me actually a history check.
Who?
Sigmund and River. You can do it too, River. 14. Sigmund, as you look at the doll a little more closely, you realize how closely it resembles the statue of the woman and the girl that were earlier on this level. It has the same dress and the same pigtails that the statue had before.
I'll give it a little shake and then hold it up to my ear.
You hear nothing.
Uh-huh. Well, thank you for the information, River. I appreciate it. It's always good to have your insights.
Yeah. It also said I should see someone. I don't know what that means.
Tall.
Okay.
Well, it certainly sounds like a very wise doll.
So all of you make your way up out of the hole. You see the golden skull is still lying on the ground. Just kind of the carnage that happened in the room before. Just there is like so much everywhere. And you see beyond into the room across, so all the way across over here. You see that there is what appears to be like think Lord of the Rings Moria sepulcher, is that the word? Like with Balin's tomb? With Balin's tomb. Think that, like there's some light emitting from the ceiling, and there's a tomb that is over there.
Well, where should we take our short rest? Or long rest? I'm sleepy.
Key will scope out the room for any dangers or secrets.
Cool, yeah.
See if it's a good resting point.
Yeah, give me a perception check.
Handsome Dave will help, so if he wants to take advantage.
Okay. Aha!
Yeah, cool. Just tell me what it looks like as you two work hand in hand, kind of scoping out the place. Who's doing what?
Well, we're probably not literally holding hands, but I guess I'll search high and you search low. How about that?
Yeah, sounds good.
Awesome. So as you guys go, just, elevated, unelevated. That's a kind of a beautiful image. Like you all see, this really multi-colored, tropical looking, like winged bird creature flying above, like kind of scouting ahead, and then Handsome Dave, kind of this like lowly goblin, just kind of like doing a bunch of the literal dirty work, like in the ground, like digging up things, like searching and things like that.
By the way, how did you do that with your tattoo earlier? I've never seen anything like that.
I've got a couple more, and I show him just 2 more tattoos that I've got. That one was by far my most expensive. So that's quite a loss. I enjoy tattooing. Those were self-inflicted.
You
are
do those yourself?
interested? Are you interested in a tattoo? I don't have any magic inks, but always up to practice with my normal stuff.
Well, I've never thought about it. It's not something we practice in my culture. But I'll give it a think.
I'll pull out my supplies, like tattooing supplies. It's like, yeah, we're about to take a rest. Sounds like, so. You tell me what you want, and I'll and where you want it, and I'll put it on there.
Yeah, I'll try to think of something cool.
So as you search around the tomb, or this what appears to be a tomb, Handsome Dave, you notice carved into the base of the tomb is an inscription. Kee Nye, as you go up and you look down on the tomb, you see carved onto the surface of the tomb's lid is a mother and child laying side by side, and the mother is holding the child closely. They're wrapped in an embrace, and they're both facing face to face, wrapped like in an embrace with their arms around each other. And that child has the same pigtails as the doll, into the same dress. The woman looks like the person at the statue at the beginning of this as well.
It looks like we got a really sad combo burial here.
Handsome Dave, you notice the inscription reads, "The Tomb of Unknown Annihilation."
Where was that skull, by the way?
It's just on the ground.
In the same room here?
Yeah, back in the room that the tunnel was dug.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I will,
That's right.
if I see the skull somewhere, I'll walk over and pick it up.
It would be you. It should be you.
My gosh. Are you serious?
Sigmund doesn't know.
Are you serious?
Well, I don't necessarily know. I mean, I know it's a callback, but...
As you pick it up, you hear it say, "Ha ha ha, I'm a callback. Ha ha ha, I'm a callback. Ha ha ha, I'm a callback." And it jumps into your backpack. And all you hear, muffled in the backpack, is...
Oh, great.
Oh, wow.
What happens if I try and fish it out?
You can. You hold it in your hand.
Is it still, and it's still doing the thing?
Yep. Except, as you look in the mouth, as it's talking, you notice there's a piece of gold in the mouth.
Like a gold coin?
Yep.
Like a golden tongue?
Gold coin. Gold coin. It is where the tongue should be, but it's a gold coin there instead.
I'm gonna try and pull the gold coin out.
Okay, give me a sleight of hand check. As this thing, every time it talks, its mouth shuts.
Is it shutting forcefully?
It's forcefully enough. You need to make a sleight of hand check. 16.
Take a finger.
Yeah, you got it. You well done. You pull out a piece of gold, and you see You see the symbol of the Xanathar that you've seen before, that eyeball with the stalks. And on it, though, is written 2 words, or 3 words. And on it, it says, "Kill the goblins."
Oh dear. And if the skull's still doing this thing, I'm gonna like throw it down this hallway.
You throw it, you hear it, ting, 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 and clatters, and you hear the voice grow distant, and everybody hears that. And a second passes, and then you hear coming from your backpack.
Fantastic.
So you guys just pick up everything you see, huh?
Handsome Dave will
how do
look
you
at
guys
his
do it?
sword, long sword, and he'll just say, "At least it doesn't talk."
It was a skull made of gold. What could possibly go wrong with that? And
Well, this room seems safe if you guys want to take a little break.
I'll go in there and do divine sense.
Oh, wow. Awesome.
Anything affected by the Hallow spell, and I know the location of any celestial fiend or undead.
Okay, tell me what the Hallow spell is real quick.
That's a spell that I know clerics can cast it, and it takes. I think Hallow was the spell we had to cast on the church in Strahd, wasn't it? With the priest.
I
So
think
it's like a
so.
sanctification spell?
Yeah, it just like makes it. It takes a really long time, and you have to cast it, and it like wards the earth.
Mm.
Yeah, it takes 24 hours to cast.
Oof.
Wolf.
Okay.
Lots of stuff can happen in those 24 hours.
You don't get the hollow spell. That doesn't ping for you. It doesn't look like any necessarily like magic has been cast on this. However, it is radiating heavy celestial energy, and it reminds you of the anvil.
What is
The tomb.
the tomb?
Yep. And when it fills you, it's that same sort of like fire within, that hug of a fire on your heart.
I'll walk over and touch the tomb. See if anything happens.
Okay.
Just touching stuff. Just walking around touching things.
I need everyone
Oh my gosh.
to give me a religion check.
Okay. Saving throw.
I was gonna say religion saving throw, but I realized that doesn't necessarily make sense. So
Religion saving throw.
I believe.
I love it.
I need you all to make a religion saving throw.
I failed, so I'm
Jesus, take
indoctrinated
the
into a
wheel.
cult, I think.
Jesus, take the wheel. Excellent.
Just a sec, I'm not there yet. Can't I find it? There we go.
20. Dad, how does Meinhard know about religions?
Oh, that is a tough one. My art knows about religions because there are many valuable artifacts in religious histories that do have much purpose and can be repurposed to my own benefit.
Wonderful.
That's a really good answer.
It's a great answer. Handsome Dave, River, Kee Nye. You see Meinhard and Sigmond disappear entirely.
Oh,
Sigmond and Meinhard, you find yourselves in a room. In this room, there is a forge. And Sigmond, you recognize this room. You've been here before. There is a forge. The orange glowing embers sit in the fire of the forge as You see a large woman. Thanks, Brandon. You see
Brandon.
a large woman standing there. She's wearing an apron, like a blacksmith's apron, and her hair is tied up in a bun. You see, as she turns around, her face is covered in soot. It's hard to tell what she looks like. She turns around and she says, she wipes some sweat off. She has these gloves on, blacksmith's gloves. She says, "Oh, Sigmond, it's good to see you again. Who's your friend that you brought with you?"
Oh, my lady. And he'll go down to a knee and duck his head down, do the whole knight kneel thing. Oh, this is, I present Meinhard. He is a companion of mine. I apologize I did not know he would come with me.
She smiles and she says, "Yeah, it doesn't always work out the way we think it is, does it?"
And I don't know when I first met you, you have to go and insult me by calling me a friend of his.
That's okay. You I like your gumption, and she gives you a wink. She says, "Sigmund, you know you don't have to kneel, right?" That's too formal. Let's do if we want to do something, let's do something else.
Whatever you would wish.
Just, I don't know, anything but kneeling. That's only people like Hallister make men and women kneel before them. That's not who I am. You know me. We go. And now that you've met me in real life, I guess twice. Well, this might be the third time, but you don't. We're friends. You don't kneel for friends.
Do you want me to make Meinhard kneel? Would that be better?
She turns to Meinhard and she goes, "Are you the kneeling type? You don't strike me as that."
I would like to see him try and make me kneel to anything.
She looks at Meinhard. She looks at you, Meinhard, and she says, I don't know if we've met before, but I feel like we have. Maybe I've heard about you. Do you know, it feels like it was so long ago if it happened. How did you and Sigmund meet?
He just dropped in the middle of me trying to make an honest living in a dungeon one day.
I kicked in a door and I think it hit him.
Sigmund has that effect, doesn't he? He just seems to drop in at times.
I would say that is an accurate assessment.
Well, Meinhard, I want to thank you for taking care of him. I view Sigmund as a friend, but I also view him as a son of sorts. Of course, he's nothing like my real son, if I can call him that. But you may know him too. I can't remember. I'm sorry. Meinhard, it seems to me that you're looking for something coming down here. What is it that you're looking for?
Well, I certainly have an interest in smithing. And I like to use it to add value to items I might come across. that others might find valuable and pay me a pretty penny for.
A noble cause. Don't let people tell you just because I feel like people view wanting wealth as greed or as miserly, but I don't believe that's true, and I don't think you do either. It's ambition.
It's just doing the things I like to do that I know I'm good at, and I can make a living out of it.
Yeah.
And I don't necessarily have to interact with all these other types all the time.
Yeah. You know what you like, and you should never be faulted for that. That's a noble quality to have.
I've never faulted myself for it, so there you go.
Good. Well, Sigmond, I'm sorry. I don't have anything for you at this time. I can't give you anything.
I wouldn't expect anything.
But
He's still kneeling, by the way.
she rolls her eyes. She turns back to Meinhard. She says, I do have something for you, though, Meinhard. I feel like the best thing I can give you is something to help you in this creation and this forging. I feel when people come to the dungeon that they're not just looking to... People like you and I, we create, we make something. We want to make something that lasts far beyond when we live and die. We want to create something eternal. That's why we use steel and metal. And while I might know a little bit more than you, I don't mean that as an attack. I think you're very smart. But I think I can teach you something, maybe.
And what's this going to cost me? What might shackle me for this instruction?
How dare you? You're talking to a god.
She puts out a hand to you, Sigmond. She says, it's okay. All I ask is that you take care of Sigmond. And, of course, well, I won't say that yet, but I need you to take care of Sigmond. Can you do that?
That is a tall order because he seems insistent on doing some of the most stupid, mind-bendingly risky things I've ever seen in my life. So why don't you tell me what I might gain out of this, and I'll see if I can commit to trying to keep this fool alive another day.
You see, she just smiles, and she reaches out a hand, and she goes to touch your cheek. Do you let her?
I'm gonna roll on that one.
Yeah, go for it.
Let me see what I think would be. I'm gonna go with insight.
Yeah.
I have advantage on insight. That is not encouraging. I flinch away.
Okay. You see that she hesitates for a bit, and she says, Meinhard, if you're always looking to fight everyone you meet, you're never going to do anything outside of your abilities. And she goes to reach one more time.
Mara will let her touch him.
You're taken from this room and you're taken back. Just you. You find yourself as a young child standing in front of wherever it was that you grew up. Describe to me what that looks like.
Well, Mara grew up in an orphanage, if you can call it that. It was more a collection of kids who had nothing else.
So you're
what's that?
you're standing in front of this orphanage, and out comes one of your friends, somebody that you've connected with in this orphanage, even though it's been a brief time, you know, that you've been there. And he runs to me and goes, Meinhard, look what I found. And he holds out a shiny dagger in front of you. He goes, look, isn't this amazing? We then fast forward to now. You and this friend are teenagers, and you're on the streets of Waterdeep, and you see he like nudges you and he goes, what do you think about her? Think she's got any coin on her? And he points to this woman, and she's elegantly dressed, and she has a purse like just hanging off, dangling off of like her elbow. And she says, oh, the shops here are quite marvelous. I would love to spend all my vast amounts of coin on everything here. What a wonderful place. And you see the person next to her has like a monocle on, and he goes, oh dear, you shouldn't be quite so audacious in your pronunciarity of wealth. There are thieves aplenty amongst the streets. And she goes, no, never mind. Everyone we've met has been so nice and kindly. And he nudges you and goes, come on, we can't not do this.
And Mara is checking her out, not for the coin she might have, but for any jewelry or other items that she might be wearing on her apparel.
You see, around her neck is a pendant. And that's the first place your eyes go. The pendant is in the shape of an anvil. What is it that draws Meinhard's eyes to the pendant?
Meinhard just loves these things. And he thinks he can do something with that. And he can put magic in it. And he can make it to create things.
You see the your friend next to you. He goes, oh, okay. I see what you're looking at. All right. I'll go for the purse. You go for the pendant.
Meinhard agrees.
Says, okay, follow my lead. And he goes ahead. He steps forward and he goes, oh, miss. Oh, well, top of the morning to you. What a lovely day it is. And I believe it is that, is it not? And she goes, oh, more wonderful people of Waterdeep to greet me. Wonderful. Tell me, where might I find the most lavish of goods? And he just grabs the purse as she holds out a hand. And he begins to run away. And she just goes, whoa, well, I didn't ask for a purse courier, but that's okay, I guess. And she's like looking around shocked. And the person next to her goes, no, dear, we've been robbed. And he just books it after you. And And she's just standing there with her hands in the air going, oh, well, what a turn of events that I never could have foreseen.
And Meinhard, he trips his friend and makes as if he's capturing him.
He looks up at you and he goes, What are you doing, man? You were supposed to take the pendant. What's going on?
And I grab him up and I say, here he is right here. And I will use my first opportunity to get that pendant off her neck.
You see that they both come
Wow.
over. They both come over to you, and the man with the monocle goes, "Oh, well done, sir. I believe that is one of the most noble things I've ever seen." And you see the look on your friend's face is one of just pure shock. And it's aghast. And you see that the lady comes over and she's just, oh, the good people of Waterdeep, amazing. Even if there's one rotten egg amongst 2 million dozen, the 2 million dozen will always do what's right. And she leans forward to give you a kiss on the head, and your hand flashes out and you touch the pendant and you find yourself back in the room with Sigmond, hand on the cheek, and you have this pendant in your hands.
Well, that worked out after all, didn't it?
She just smiles at you. She turns back to you, Sigmund. She goes, well, I think it's time to say goodbye. For now. We'll see each other again. And she wipes some of the soot off of her eye. And I need you to make a... No. You don't need to make a check. You recognize this eye. The last time you saw this eye, it was attached to somebody who was lying on the floor, their neck just slashed open. And you saw as this eye stared up at you as the life drained from River's mom's body. It's the exact same color of blue. And with that, you are transported back into the tomb.
We're both conscious and all that.
Yep.
I can't believe you blew that for me. That was so embarrassing. I'm gonna run over and grab Meinhard and shake him.
I suggest you take your hands off me before we come to worse.
I'm kind of scared of Meinhard now. I know that he's stabbing his best friends in the back. Yeah, I'm not looking for a fight. I was just angry. So that was so embarrassing. I can't believe it. I'll go.
What happened?
We saw God again, and he was acting like an absolute jerk.
No.
Oh, you visited a real deity?
I think so.
Sigmund does that from time to time. He's never brought anyone else with him, though.
It's something to do with that... I don't know what it is. Casket? that's oozing holy energy.
Oh,
And
the
as you look now, the energy is gone. It no longer is there.
At least it was.
Does
Well,
River
I guess
notice?
You're not the only pious one in this group anymore, are you?
Does River notice anything different about Meinhard?
You see that he's holding this pendant.
What's that you've got there?
Something I earned.
And that is where we'll end tonight's session.
He only gave it to you out of pity.
Well, I heard it. You're the one who needs my pity.
Apparently.
Maybe Meinhard was in need of seeing a deity today.
I'm curious, was that a memory he had of, or was that something he was living in the moment? A simulation or something?
That would have been his memory.
'Cause I always love hearing you in these kind of situations because you always like shock me with what you are able to come up with. Like the idea that you trip your friend. I never would have seen that coming.
Playing in neutral is crazy.
Let's do, Jameson, since you already basically started, let's do experience points, player experience points awarded. You each get 100 XP to divvy out, however you see fit.
I'll give 100 to Meinhard for tripping his friend.
Yeah. Okay. Ben.
I will give 100 to Handsome Dave for that cool wall.
Yeah, awesome. Good.
That was a good
that was
wall.
good. I like.
Clutch move.
It was super clutch because I re-rolled for Dragon Breath, and it recharged. So he was gonna do it again the next turn, but it wouldn't have been able to go through because you wouldn't. The wall negated it. It wouldn't have worked. So once he knew there was a wall there, he couldn't cast it. He couldn't do it.
I was afraid he was digging a tiny hole and was going to breathe through it.
Yeah, could have done that. Did not.
So that's why I was hiding behind the corner.
Sure. He had other goals in mind. Dad, who are you giving your 100 XP to?
I am going to give my 100 XP to River for climbing up on top of the Tyrannosaurus.
That was so cool.
That was also very good.
Cool.
And tackling it to the ground.
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't get much more like badass than tackling a T-Rex.
Yeah.
That was pretty sweet.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna give my bonus 100 if I was a player. I'm gonna give Brandon's 100 to you. 'Cause
Nice.
That was honestly, who tackles a T-Rex? Brandon Q.
I would like to give mine to Sigmond for being embarrassed in front of the god. I thought that was funny.
Yeah. Yeah, it's I think a lot of times we think of our characters as being like super like hardcore. So when you put yourself in the like fool's role, it's cool. Because if this is an escape from reality, and you actively put yourself in a place where you could like be ashamed or feel something that's negative, that's awesome.
Well, I'm very comfortable there.
Yeah. Okay. Let's do a quick everyone XP. I mean, you fought a T-Rex. You fought a dragon. Let's see what that's worth.
I also loved that the idea. I feel like you didn't get a ton of time to like elaborate on it, but I feel like the idea was that the goat was there to feed the T-Rex, so that the T-Rex would show up to feed the dragon.
Yeah, take 200 XP for that. That was 100% exactly what I was going for. You could not have stated that better.
It was Jurassic Park for sure, for sure.
No, it was Jurassic Park on top. It was D&D on top of Jurassic Park.
It was a little like a red hair. It was like a mislead.
Yes!
Like, oh no, we have to
Yes!
fight the T-Rex, and then
You
it's like,
caught
no, the
the red
T-Rex
herring.
is the bait for the actual thing.
The
And
goat
the goat's
was the
just
bait
there
for
to
the
get the
bait.
I did really like that.
You got it. You get 200 XP for that. That was awesome.
Woo!
Thank you. That makes me feel so good because I made that up. Like I wanted there to be a dragon fight today, and I was like, the T-Rex is gonna be dumb. It's gonna be dumb if there's a dragon. So I was like, this is what we're doing, and I had that exact thought, and you nailed it. Thank you. That was awesome.
Was the T-Rex contained at all in that room?
Was it constrained?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, no.
When it first showed up, it was just the goat, and then like in the blink of an eye, like there was a T-Rex there, and it had like, if it's like half the goat was gone. That's what you showed up to see, is just the goat after the T-Rex like blinked into existence.
I
there.
made it a magic T-Rex.
Yeah.
But yeah, it got dragoned. So okay, so each of you get 5,000 XP from the dragon, so 1,000 XP each. Also, I need to make notes of this so I can give Brandon these. If I mess up, will you guys just try to keep track as well so we can tell Brandon, make sure my math is right?
Sure. Realizing Brandon is the guy who keeps track of everything.
Oh yeah, you're right. Take an additional 500 XP each for the Tyrannosaurus. Let's do this. This was I had so much fun this session. Like I really think I need to prepare my games less. Like I think I'm wrong. I think sometimes you need to have planned sessions because I want to get out some of like the lore that I'm building, right? So if I'm ever like railroading you guys, it's not because I'm trying to like take away your agency. It's simply that I'm trying to like progress the story or put in a plot point that I think is important, you know? Or like foreshadowing or something. But it also means that like, even though those sessions can be boring or like kind of a drag, we have sessions like this where it's just awesome. Like I loved this. So, let's do, starting with Jameson. Yeah, a lot of just fun role-playing moments with you. That was really good. You can take, let's do a bonus, 750 XP for that.
Okay.
River, tackling the Tyrannosaurus. I mean, that was the highlight for me. Like, oh, no, also the conversation with the doll. And the fact that this
to feel
keeps
bad
happening.
about that.
Oh, we don't know what it said.
I love
we
that
do know. You don't know.
No, well, that's like the thing. Like that is the most real thing that has ever happened in D&D. Is just mishearing something, and that happens all the time. I think it said this. I'm pretty sure it said this.
Well, and the fact is that the two things are so opposite each other, right?
Yeah, and they sound exactly the same. Like, I'm genuinely kind of confused now myself. Like, I don't remember which one I thought I heard.
And I'll never tell. I will never tell. I won't. I refuse to.
It was like, the maiden is a lie, or no, the maiden is not a lie, or the maiden is not alive.
Like, the two implications of those two things couldn't be further from each other. Yeah, take 1,000 XP for that. That's good. That's good, man. Ugh. Well done. Yeah. Meinhard, Dad, that was all improv. All that stuff was just improv. You and me going off each other. We haven't talked much about any of that. Yeah, that was cool. Let's do 750 XP bonus for that.
Thank you.
That was tough, but I'm glad you stuck with it. I'm like, that was well done. You did great. Well done. Brandon Q, you had the funny thing is that like we're still getting to know you as a person. And I'm just learning that your one-liners can't be beat. Like,
Oh, yeah. It's mostly all I can contribute.
but they're always, I feel like they go under the radar, but they are so good. Like when I re-listen to it, like the thing is I can't remember them, but then when I re-listen to it, I'm like, oh my gosh, how did I miss that? Like that was so funny.
Yeah. Searching high and low.
What was it? Oh, you didn't go literally hand in hand? Like just things like that, you know, like you just find the funniest things and they're so good.
I liked shoot now. Like,
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. You never said anything. Sigmond never said anything.
shoot now.
Like,
was a good one.
it was so funny because that was like, I think Jameson, you just weren't like, you didn't because you were so caught up in what was happening.
Well, I guess, yeah, it felt like it all happened very fast. Like,
It
I
did.
felt like I didn't. I probably could have yelled shoot any time, I guess,
Yeah.
when he was burrowing up.
And like I gave a brief, I didn't give a lot of time, but I gave like a brief beat after Kee Nye said like shoot now. And like if you would have said, like if Sigmond would have said like shoot now, I would have like take it, you know, take your shot. But you didn't. Like it was just still like it was so much that happened because in the world, like it was so much that was happening, you know? So it was perfect timing to have Kee Nye be like, shoot now.
Yeah, that was a really unexpected move.
Yeah, you came up with that very quick. That was cool.
And I almost like my DM self was like, you can't have a trigger be like somebody saying something like that's weird, you know, because like that's not a game mechanic. And so I just like made up the like reaction rule. And then I just was like, okay, if they remember and they do it, I'll allow it.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, so it was great.
Well, because we wanted to do it when the force field dropped, but you can't see the force field, so you gotta just take someone's word for it.
Yeah, the first thing Brandon said was, when I see the invisible force field disappear.
Oh, you're right. How does one see an invisible force field disappear? See, and that's again, I miss those things. Like, and I think they're funny, but they just like get lost. They're so good. And honestly, like between you and the other Brandon, I mean, Jameson had that crit, which was big, but you guys put out a ton of damage. Like, this was a dragon fight, you know? Like, this was, and for Ben and Jameson maybe, and Brandon, we haven't done a dragon fight before. Like, the game is Dungeons and Dragons, and this is our first dragon after like 2 years of playing.
We did a dragon in a dungeon.
Yeah, like the dragon turtle we saw at the beginning of Tomb, but that doesn't really count, you know? We didn't fight it at all.
Well, that thing was scary. We all just started dumping money.
Yeah.
Well, I know I did.
So to have...
That's how you beat it, right?
It is, yeah. That's in the book. That's how you beat it. Like, it says, like, it needs a certain amount of gold, or it will eat your ship.
Yeah.
So you and Brandon R, put out like you were hitting every shot and just like getting good damage off.
Yeah, it worked. It worked tonight.
Between all that, take for being underrated, take 1500 XP, because I know I've shorted you. I know I've shorted you, and that's not fair.
Thanks. That's really nice.
I'm so happy that you've joined our group. Like, I'm so grateful that you're playing D&D with these strangers besides Ben. That's brave. It's brave.
I'm having a lot of fun.
And Ben's stranger than most of us, so that's okay.
Okay, I need to do a magic item recap. What about Brandon R, if he listens in? Just good consistent damage. I'm glad he remembered the pillow. That was funny. I'm glad he remembered that.
The wall was excellent. The wall was
that's right.
kick ass.
Yeah.
Oh, that was the dream he was talking about.
Yeah. That was the last session he played in, I think.
Yeah.
Him and Meinhard just like woke up here. Right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're right. Well, I don't know, honestly. Like, I'm saying this as Parker. I don't know. I've invented a mechanic for how I'm going to handle like absences that fits within a storyline. It's going to be very similar to like the West Marches. Essentially, like if you're in the dungeon, like from a narrative standpoint, and this is a meta level, like I need some suspension of disbelief, but like on a meta level, you know, you'll just kind of be zapped in and out. You'll be put in that original like game show room, you know, kind of in extra dimensional space in this game show room. And that'll be kind of like, so if you have to miss a week, you know, we don't need to worry because it makes sense. Like, you don't have to worry about it. We don't feel guilty. It's easy, you know, no problem.
Question about game show thing.
Yeah.
When we went and sat down on the sofa, that was Hallister we were talking to, right?
I mean, if you wanted to really answer that question, we could do it in game, or you could make a roll right now if you wanted to.
Oh, I thought he was introduced as Hallister.
Yeah, whether it's actually Hallister or not, that's what I need you. That's what
I guess that's all I meant.
Yeah. So, the thing is I can't I don't feel comfortable telling you that outside of game just right now. If you want to roll for it, we can, and I can see what I can give you, or we'll play it out and see what happens.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think he would have any information to validate that. It's just from my memory. I think they introduced him as Hallister. But then the intro today said they were not.
Yeah, and like, if your character doesn't know something, like, you can either lean into that, you know? Like, you could be like, yeah, this is weird, and I don't understand this, and my character doesn't understand this, because he's the mad mage. Like, this is about madness, you know? Like, and we literally have Ben's character looks crazy, and like, this is the mad mage. The theme of the dungeon is madness. Like, that's what it is, you know? And so like, there should be moments where you are questioning, like, I don't know what my character thinks about this or even believes about this, because good. That's the goal. But you also, if you ever want to improv it and just like go for it, I want you to feel like you have that space. So take it. And And if you don't feel like I'm supporting that, like, let me know, because I want you to contribute those things if you really feel like you have them.
Sounds good.
Cool. Okay, magic item recap. Dad, you have an amulet. Everybody attune right now to anything. We'll say you take a short rest, okay? Let's say that happens. Attune to anything you need to. Dad, if I don't remember by the next time we play, remind me to remind me to tell you what the amulet does, or if you have a good idea for it, let me know, because I can build off that, okay?
Yeah, absolutely.
I think I just saw the cloak you gave me. I forgot about that.
Oh, did you just see it? Yeah. You have no idea how long I've wanted to throw that cloak into the game.
Oh, do we roll to attune? Is that how it works?
Nope, you roll to
I'm
heal.
rolling for hit points.
Kee Nye, you have one part of the rod now.
Yay!
Yeah, what I'm thinking that does is it casts Cure Wounds once per day. Or if that's too hard, once per long rest. I think long rests are probably easier to track, so maybe once per long rest it can cast Cure Wounds. That's kind of what I'm thinking, but if you have something else that you want it to do, let me know and we can go down that path too, okay? Was there any other things that we were wondering about magic-wise? Okay. Any other questions, thoughts, comments?
Oh, this was very fun.
I had a ton of fun.
Yeah, super fun.
Ton of fun.
Yeah, it was a good
Me
session.
too.
If anybody can help me, I need help with my getting ready for my stream tonight. I need to test an interface I made, and how it's going to work with Zoom. So if you can stay on Discord, that would be great. If not, then that's okay too. I understand.
Yeah, like 10 minutes.
All right. Thanks everybody. That was a ton of fun.
Bye.
Yeah, that was cool.
All right. I love you all.